Unlock forecasting beyond imagination with the single bar mandala. Born from KT, a Lyran channeler and original cosmic architect, this is no ordinary tool. Through deep meditation, frequencies of ancient mandalas, Gann squares and Heisenberg waves merged. Months of subconscious channeling birthed this unique model. Experience market waves revealed, insights so profound they shift Earth's dials. Goes beyond physical charts, tapping into fifth dimensional awakening. A super 369 forecast tool, specifically honed for ES future charts, shared exclusively at level 2 for souls chosen by advanced beings. This isn't just a forecast, it's a cosmic revelation for the blessed few. Welcome to the future of market understanding with KT's single bar mandala.
Welcome friends and traders. Let's apply the structure of Mandala vibration on ES market from today. This is 30-minute chart. Let's add some more data. Looking at this 10-minute chart, yesterday we projected this to be the high. We posted this on 369 forecast 5590. We have posted these levels, which is right here yesterday, 5600 right here, just to get you an idea. And then market did its rotation, and today is the day of 3 and 7, as you can see from this date. So we are expecting market should do some touches on 7. If you can see, this is 7. So market took some reaction. Now the way the things are structured, because market closes at New York in the evening and opens again in the evening, so there is a day overlap which goes across two energy boundaries of 2 different days. So that is why we need to at least have 2-day reference points, because if it is starting at midnight New York and it ends at midnight, so we have a complete isolated vibrations driven by that day's energy. But that is not the case. So we have to take care of this situation by looking at yesterday's chart and today's chart and keeping an eye on the vibrations of 2 days coming together. So looking at this day, 437 is going to be hot, and also at when the market reopens, which opened up again here, it's a new day, and this day starts and it is reflecting the intention of next day starting at this point. That is the challenge as well. So what we are saying is, right here at this point, when the market reopens, we are looking at 7 to be active along with 2. All right, so market already reflected yesterday from 2 on the top. That's why we projected this, that market is going to be going to and this is what we posted, right? All right, okay. So 7 is hot, upcoming 7 is hot. So market went down to 7 right here. Then these are not to the tick level accuracy, these are the frequency generated by Mandala and other mathematics behind the scenes. We overlay various physical mathematical laws along with the supernatural laws of vibrations. So here we are expecting market is going to go to 7, and it reacted from here. It gave us a sense it doesn't like to be staying at 7. And it did not. It rallied from there. What are we expecting? So at this time, you see these lines are getting plotted. At this time, automatically these are plotted. Now what's happening here? We are also looking at this number 7 now. Should be hot. So what happens here? Market goes up somewhere, which is 7 right here. Oh, can't see that way. So it went to 7. So from 7, it went to 7. Now we don't use any oscillators, but doesn't mean you cannot. We have the world's best oscillators. They give you 300% more boost towards your desired goals, right? All right, so it went from 7 to 7. And it's not able to break this 7. Gave you 3 chances, but one was early morning, and we took this shot. All right. So you should be at work. If you are a New York timer, you should be at work at 6, 3 hours early. That's how it starts. You get up at 5 and get going. That's how it goes if you want to be a professional trader. So here it is. We see some reactions, and then you can obviously draw some trend lines, but we also have this shift of energy at the bottom. The main point is 7 was hot for this day. All right. Then what is the next level? Now we're looking at, okay, we got the 7 on top. If you look at closely, you may have to zoom in, or maybe I should zoom in. All right, I modified the tool. This is the input which says how big you want it to be. So I made it from 7 to 10 or 11. Now we can see at least, right? All right, went to 7. 7 to 7, got rejected from 7. Now the question is the bottom. So on this day, now enough time has passed, we want to see the current frequencies of 7 here. We saw one 7 is here. Where is other 7 here? Now if we don't find any 7s, we may have to look at 7s from yesterday. That's the whole unfortunate part of it. This is 7 from yesterday. We mark it, and this is 7 from yesterday. We mark it. And these are the two options we have where market is potentially heading. So from here, it is saying, okay, there's no 7 on this day. We only found it early morning. So we're going to go here, and it does. This is a retest of yesterday, but this time it does not stop here. It goes to the next 7. Okay. That's the way it is, right? Okay. And then what happens? It rallies to this 7 point. It's trying to hold somewhere close to 7. 4 plus 3 is also 7. Now I don't want to get into complex scenarios, but you have this 7. It went here, it stopped here, and bounced from here. You can see 7 here. It went down again to next 7. It is bouncing between these 7s, which you were never aware of before. And obviously you will never be aware of this. Went to next 7. It did not stop there. So if you were taking long here, you got stopped out. That's fine. It's part of the game. And then what are we expecting? Then it went to this 7, as we said, right? And it came down a little bit to this 7. So it is bouncing between 7s and then took off from there, right? So even though market was very volatile, it was a beautiful day, perfect day actually, and then it rested at this 7. We just extend it. All right, and this is where we have these fatter lines. You can see here. All right, this is where we started from yesterday. We came back here, and it came back to yesterday. You can just see. So these fat lines, you should keep an eye on these. These are astro levels. All right, coming from cosmic beams. But the 7 was here from yesterday. This fat line was there, so we know that, hey, most likely if it doesn't stop with the first one, the second one, now what is stopping us? It would have gone down. It has 400 points one day. It could have, right? It's okay. All right, so now this is all happening in on the chart in the middle on 10 minutes chart when the market is hot, right? On the right side we have another model which is running on 30 minutes chart, and we also have some numbers and plots here as well. Now this is 30-minute chart, right? I'm looking for some combination of 7, 5 and 2 coming from any of these days, and also from this. So sorry, 5 and 2 is 7, or 7 flat, and cluster of 7 even better. So let me make this bigger now, right? So we know we have marked those levels where the 7s are here. Now this model will also find something similar, but this is happening on a 30-minute chart, and this is where we'll apply Mandala as well to filter out where it's gonna stop. Now there are some rules of trading which we teach as we progress. So level 1, 2 and 3, irrespective of how many decades of experience you may have, we are dealing with a different phenomena from outer worlds. So on this day, do we see any 7? I don't see any 7s plotted here, right? 7, it's all 6, 1, 6, 6, 1, 1, 1, 6. No 7. So I need to go back yesterday. 7, 7. Where's the 7? So I know this is my 7. And I have a 7 here as well, right? Okay. So now comes the question of further qualifications, right? We have same thing here. We have 2 7s here. 7 here from yesterday, 7 here from yesterday. Same thing here, right? 7 here, 7 here. Which one is going to be much more profound? You don't know when market is coming here. Looks like it stopped here. It could have gone from here, shot up from here, shot up from here. So now let's bring Mandala and see if it can add what it promises. Now lucky for those, we have decided to give this to folks who are joining now, because the whole purpose of doing all this is to make you super successful. So I think this tool helps a lot decode the market, and here it is, right? So you pick this up and you just, now this tool is active with single hotspot. Now how do we place it, and where do we place it? All right, that's the thing. We have shown this Mandala many times, right? So what are we going to do? Let me add some more data on the right side. So here is your Mandala. Now if you can see, now excuse my numbers, if you just zoom in like this, market went up, as we know, is coming down. So if you are coming down, which bar was very profound bar, right? There's a question, and that's the question you need to understand. This bar was a very big bar who started this panic move down, isn't it? Because if you look at all these closes of all these bars, it closed below all these 10 hours of bars. Half a day work has been totally rejected right here by this strong close and this is initiative move. So this is what we do. We place it here. You see what is happening by doing this placement. This is a red dot which is showing up here, and also these lines are showing up here, which is overlaying this bar, so we know the placement is correct. We also know, we can also do some simple analysis that, hey, this is my trend line, this guy broke it, right? Same thing. These 2 points, touch points, break, retest, right? We always talk about break, retest on the other side, right here. So this is a perfect bar, and we're gonna trust it. Now you see there are levels. There's a green, and then there's a red, and then there are some, this is the bar, internal levels. Okay, these are internal levels, and these are external levels. So mandala is floating and it is rotating. There are structures of mandala which is vibrating, and that is the measurement which we have put together. Internal squares, external squares. Think about cube, inside cube, inside cube. All right. So what are we expecting? We're expecting when the market is 7 is here and 7 is here. So this is a very big range. That's what we do. We have a big range. So this is 30-minute chart. All right. We can do the same thing mandala on this 10-minute chart. It'll pin. This is what we are doing. We are finding the range where market is expected to bounce from. It's not a point, it's a range. All right, so this is what we do. Once we have this range, now the other techniques we can do on a 5-minute chart to really zone inside this, right? So once we know these critical ranges, so now the ranges are pretty big, how we can check if the range is going to be on this side or that side, right? That's always a challenge. Now we are inside the range. So on the left side you see 7 is here. It is still in the middle of the range. So on a 5-minute chart, we have to go down to a lower 5-minute chart. Okay, that's what we do. So let me just do the same thing on 10-minute chart. So I added mandala on 10-minute chart. We will do the same thing on 5 minutes too. But one thing, if you remember, this is a reflection tool. See this? Center point has 3 on the top and 3 at the bottom. So there's nothing wrong not only putting the tool the way I explained to you. We can also look at the center point detection philosophy, where we say, okay, if you find a center point, the only way you know this is a balanced center point is if I can pin the mandala, the top, the last vibration on mandala is pinned at the top. If you find that location, which is very easy to do just by moving the bar by bar by bar and say, okay, there it is, it hit the top here. Now I'm saying, okay, if you hit the top, I will be reflecting on the spiral down on the other side. And we pick up the yellow mandala on the other side. Now this is the top, now this is the bottom. Now there are some rules, okay, and remember this is the same location as this top, but it's reflected on the other side. So let's not get this video too long at this moment in time, unless you want to get engaged. And I think this is just showing you there is a science behind all you know to make your knowing even better. It's for you. And if you are interested, there are opportunities you can leverage this with, and then we can take it from there. All right, so just wanted to, even this huge volatility scenarios, you can do this on daily charts, weekly charts, and you can do a C54. I mean, the science is beyond this world, literally, and you can definitely take advantage of all this. Thank you so much.